Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-lie.
Greetings, adventurers! 'Tis I, Paulo Garbanzo, your dungeon master, and Nat 21 Adventures. Tonight, we have our usually monthly Patreon game. This is the Nat 21 Grand Patreon Saints game, where our biggest supporters of the show get to play in the world of Eart, along with some of our players sometimes, and we get to have a lot of fun. Adventures sometimes coexist. They sometimes way off, and then sometimes meet back up around. It's a great lot of fun. And of course, as you all know, our Patreon Saints have all sorts of powers, usually. But when they are in mortal form, sadly, they cannot use their powers. So let's see what happens when half the Patreon Saints are actually in the game and not throwing down the chaos. Of course, they're going to throw down chaos of their own anyway. So what am I saying? But let's bring our players in. one of our most important, I guess, people on the show. You never see him he's always behind the scenes. I just want to bring him in. We're on a little chat. We have Argrax, played by, of course, Reverend Tommy. Reverend Tommy, how's it going, buddy?
It's going. I'm actually taking care of a quick behind the scene thing because I got to get the point shift over from Goblonia to here. You
All right,
know,
well, we'll bring you back. See, he's never stopped working. Oh, you know what?
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Well, Reverend Tommy does a ton of things for this channel. He's not only does he support it and work for it behind the scenes, doing all the things, but also he has his own channel, and we support him right back. So you should also check out he's got cool stuff he's doing all the time, making glass work. And what else are you doing? Oh yeah, check it out.
I got the glass going. I'm a pirate performer now, also with Pirates of Fortune's Folly. So I was doing some gigs the 2 weekends immediately before PA opened up. So it's
nice.
It's been busy, you know, living this life. You know, I had that guest spot over at Kentucky for their Highland Games.
Right, so you zipped on down
blowing
there.
glass there. Yeah, I did that Saturday, and then I still had a fair day at Parf on Sunday.
Yo, crazy.
I only got 2 weekends left at Parf to be with all my friends there before I'm heading down to TRF with you.
That's right. We're sadly I'm not at Parf this year. I'm at Maryland, but then we are both leaving at the same time to go to TRF, and we're actually going to be in the same room for nearly 8 weeks and possibly more. We'll see what happens.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, possibly more. Oh my gosh, it'd be hilarious to get you all the way down there to Louisiana. I'm just saying. We'll see what happens. My friends. Also, you know, I just realized like everyone else here coming in tonight has actually been to the Maryland Fair for a visit and said hi. So our next player, we have Pent Battle Brewer, played by Stephen Eldridge. Hello. How's it going?
Greetings. It's going wonderful. It was nice to meet up with you, Madam Onsa at Maryland.
Yeah, it was great. And you got my favorite. I hate to say my favorite thing, but okay, so that no performers get upset. My favorite non-performance thing, the Venice, the journey.
Oh, that journey to Venice, that was phenomenal.
It was killer. Oh my gosh! So my friend Gabriel Q made this. He is a fantastic puppeteer and a maker of sorts, and made this really awesome. It's not an exhibit. How would you describe it? It's like
it's a mini exhibit that
you walk through. It's like you're in the canal of Venice in a good way, not in a bad way, and and you have all the buildings of Venice, and you open these little windows and doors, and you look inside, and it's like.
And I like the ones that had the door that you opened up top, and as long as you kept it open, you looked at the bottom of it.
Yeah,
you saw something different because it was from a different angle.
Yep.
I mean, he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Well, welcome to the show. We've got Pent Battle Brewer is a dwarf. What level are you right now? 4th still?
Yeah, 4. I'm halfway between 4 and 5.
Right. All right. Fantastic. And this week's winner of the Mag of Holding, which needs to go in the mail. Hello. Trallin Stardream playing his Furball Druid, also known as Mike. Hello. And
hello.
Many other you're known by so many other things on here.
Yes, I've been on the internet for 30 years. I have a lot of names.
That's right. Hey, I have a Hotmail account, so I mean,
I still do and use it.
The only one older than that is an AOL account. I think that's the only.
Somewhere I still have documentation for my ICQ number and how to recover it.
Oh gosh. But I'm gonna put you on top 8 of MySpace. All right. So you. I wonder if that even still does that even still exist?
MySpace exists, but it's a different format now. It's like a music thing.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, I'm a throwback no matter what way you want to look at it. Like I told Shakes this morning, not soon after getting my driver's license, I was rolling around with my friends and then my professional wrestling friend, listening to Black Sabbath on 8-track in my 1976 Chevy Impala.
Oh my god. So hilariously, I had, all right, we're gonna, is this where we're going? So I had a 76 Camaro, all right, straight six. And then I had, for some reason, so my next car was the 76 Impala station wagon because I had 13 friends. And how else are you going to haul them around? Unless you get a giant station wagon that could literally fit a 4x8 sheet of plywood flat inside of it. Not even kidding, people. Children, those vehicles used to exist. 4x8 sheet. I'm not even kidding. Anywho, my friends, we bring our adventure together in the town, a city of Magecroft. Sometimes I was about to say the beautiful, but I take that back. Parts of the city are gorgeous. Parts of the city are downright horrid. And we kind of focus in on the edge of one of the, let's say, the most downtrodden neighborhoods. The edge of it being the Rambles, and a nice 3-story tall tavern known as the Frog Prince, home of the Frog Brew, where Rupert, the alleged Frog Prince himself, perhaps half bullywug, perhaps no one really knows. He wears a crown, so he says he's a prince. Is the owner and bartender most of the time. Meanwhile, the party has come back from several adventures, from several different angles here. Argrax, last we saw him, had traipsed off up to the Wizarding Heights, the neighborhood where the rich wizards live, and did some sewer cleaning, where he found ochre jellies, some other monsters, and one of the king's not-so-secret police force members. We basically rescued, scoring some brownie points with the Seers, which is the king's secret police. Finding some cool magic items as well along the way. And our other group headed off way far out into the wilds of the mountains and the forests, far past the city limits, found not one but 2 basilisks, and returned to the city. I believe we were going to drop those off at I have scribbled notes with the pirate, the
Pathomancers?
The Pathomancers, yes. And now, of course, in all of my scribbled notes, I didn't actually write down how much you were supposed to get for those. Anybody remember? It was a while back.
It was a while ago.
What's a good price?
500 GP for a basilisk?
Sure. There you go. Call it a day. There you go. So you're there. You've returned. You're now kind of living it up in the cheaper section of the city, spending your money on the Frog's Brew. When Argrax comes in, flush with his recent adventure, and there you are, the tavern that we've all come to know and love.
Greetings, friends. I see you're back in town as well.
Oh,
Hi.
hello. We know that guy, right?
Yeah, I'm Argrax. I'm one of the A's of AAA Plus that you guys are, an affiliate with.
I believe you all met briefly on the island of Cecil.
No, they adventured with each other before. I'm the one who came in and split the party up into groups of
That's right.
3.
That's right.
They're more
It's just
familiar
been a
with.
while.
They've worked mostly with me, in particular, of the founders.
That's right. And I just want to say hi to everybody else who's here at the tavern. Sally, Ale Cake, Screaming Dragon, of course, Sir Percival's right here. BLC Blondie. Hello, everyone. I'm just running down the list. Hello, Nightbot. Oh, Nightbot, you're always here. Well, as you all sit around the bar, in walks Ned Bluetongue, a wizard well known around this neighborhood for his potion making. And
It's not the one that he needs to hide from, is it?
well, I mean,
Well,
Does he need to hide from that?
In all seriousness, we never actually met Ned face to face. There were some other people that were pretending to run his shop when that incident happened.
Mhm.
So he doesn't necessarily know me exactly. As long as there's no reference to like, oh yeah, I was there, we're good.
Right? As far as you know, he has no knowledge of you in that battle. So the old potion shop battle, as we've come to know it.
I mean, we never even got any potions from there either that day.
Well, you didn't actually take any potions orally. I'd say more of the splashed on. Keep it on the down low.
Is Eart going to have eras now, kind of like, before the Battle of Yavin, after the Battle of Yavin? It's before the potion shop battle, after the potion shop battle.
Yes. I mean, although really, big moment in history probably would be return of the island of Cecil and then a giant volcanic explosion. But hey, as far as the city's concerned, potion shop exploding is just as good. So, well, there are several other people in the bar. Ned's there, just getting a drink after work. There's of course the bulletin board full of adventure. There's probably let's see. Surprisingly, there are no secret police hanging out in the corner. Amazing. They must be off doing something else. Sure, they'll be back. Or they're upstairs in the casino. Who knows? There is a casino upstairs. Fight hall downstairs, casino upstairs. The usual. There are plenty of adventure types and just regular worker types. So there we are.
So Argax, where were you?
I was up at the Wizarding Heights. Took a quest to clean a basement. Turned out to be quite an adventure, especially since I seem to have lost yet again Aguilar. I've got to get Aguilar chipped.
I mean, seriously, when doesn't that happen?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm getting Aguilar chipped because he's more trouble than he's worth sometimes.
And where's the big cat? Did he go on another straight journey?
Cats. They get into moods, and next thing you know, they're hiding behind a bookcase.
Yep. So there we are. So Ned turns around, looks over the people in the bar, and says, he kind of bangs his mug on the table nearby. I'm looking for some adventurers. Anybody want to go on a little quest? The pay is moderate.
Ooh, moderate. That sounds nice. We should do that.
Kind of goes, that usually gets a better response. Moderate pay. That's better than what you usually get around here.
Argrax will stand up and go over to him and be like, You've got a quest.
Lad.
Ned is, of course, a old wizard. His tongue is actually blue from all of whatever kind of potion he's been feeding himself. Maybe a longevity potion. Who knows? Maybe it just tastes good. But it just it has literally made his tongue blue. And he says, "Yeah, we've got a actual band for the Battle of the Bands this year. It's never happened. We're making a float for them. We need some hardy adventurers to go and this might sound a little weird, but gather some lava. It's gonna be treacherous, and most of you will probably die, but it's gonna help the Rambles. We're gonna win. Finally, after all these years. What do you say? Do it for the Rambles.
We're not from the Rambles, but sure, for the Rambles.
Probably die for moderate pay is one of the better offers I've ever had.
I know, right? Beats being a soldier, I suppose. No, very low pay. Definitely gonna get.
Definitely beats herding moops.
Oh yeah, herding moops. I mean, you get paid in fluff, honestly. Man.
Yeah, and all your clothes stick together.
Yeah, but there's no weight to that.
That's true. Well, oh man, I have a really big picture of me with a big bale of moop fur. Anyway, I'll bring it out later. So Ned's like, well, yeah, so yeah, there's a mag mount. It's on the other side of the river. Gonna have to go to the center. I need lava from like the very center. I have some magic items that you can use to gather this, but there's also probably gonna be some big giant, fire monsters. Just saying.
What kind of magic items do you have that would assist us?
Well, I have this really long chain. It actually kind of stretches, and it's it's magically impermeable to fire, so to lava. So it actually stays together even if you drop it in lava. Unlike car keys or anything else that you drop in lava, just forget it. It's gone. But this chain actually stays together. And there's a nice little clay pot at the end of it that you drop right into the center of the hottest part of the lava. And if you do it right, well, how to explain? See, what you do is you put a little offering in the little cup, you drop it down, and at the very heart of every volcano are little lava fairies. And if you give the right offering, they will give you some lava from the very heart of the volcano. That's what we need to power the float.
Do you know what the appropriate offering is?
That's usually gems. I got a pretty good one. I think they'll take it. See what happens.
Okay.
What do you say? Will you do it for the Rambles?
I suppose we could help you out for this. Might by any chance you have a few potions we might be able to get? We all just got back from quests, so we're a bit low on stuff. So even just a couple of healing potions, just in case, could be appreciated.
Oh, well, I just used up a whole bunch of them, but I could probably spare 3 more. fire resistance potions, which you'll definitely need, and probably a healing potion.
I mean, it's for the rambles.
Absolutely. We are not sparing any expense. We're going to win this. Battle of the Bands. I wasn't going to say anything, but our best engineer is working on a float that actually floats.
You mean like the flying castle that landed a little ways back?
Well, actually, yes. We're actually going to take a piece of that little flying castle, but we need some of that lava to. He's going to make a motor so that it floats. That part, you can't just like break it in half and expect it to work. So we have to make a new power plant for that. So
I don't imagine the castle owners would appreciate you breaking theirs in half.
Oh no, they're letting us. We're just taking a little chunk, like a big old piece of balcony. It's gonna be great. It's like a bandstand. It's beautiful.
Have you maybe thought of putting buttered toast on the back of cats? It's a levitation engine. So
Well,
cats
they're
always
not
land on
quite
their
big.
feet, and buttered toast always has to land butter side down, and the two of them can't land.
I usually just eat them.
There's that.
The toast you're referring to, right? Not the cat.
Yes. You realize there aren't a lot of cats around his potion shop.
He's got a Meowfia cat in his shop.
Yes, he does.
You just realized that?
Well, yeah, yes. Well, it's actually a lizard that is working with the Meowfia. Yes. So, and I mean, they're just familiars, so they're only cat-shaped. They're not actually cats. But I bet they taste good, too. So, well, I can get you some potions of fire resistance. I can get you some healing potions. I'll let you borrow this, the lava container, and I'll even put a big gem in it for those lava fairies. You just got to get it in that hole. Fairly simple.
I just have one question for you.
Yeah.
Who gave you permission to take a piece of the castle?
Oh, they did.
No, name specifically.
Oh, Kazoo. Yeah. She's one of the people who owns the castle, as far as I know. She's in the band. She's in the band. And besides, Milo's been working on that castle for months. Whew. Actually got it to fly. That's why we're building a whole nother engine for it. So before or after Bad Kazoo. Well, Blondie. It was mostly after.
All right, Ned, I think you have yourself a deal.
Great. And here's the moderate pay. Ooh. Well, tell you what, I can give you 500 gold each, or I can give you 2 potions. I've only got 1 more extra fire resistance, though. So I can give you something else. Each. Good potions.
Argrax glances over at Traylon and Point. Good potions could be handy for further adventures.
Yeah.
Depends on what they are.
What would you like? I have a whole shop that I recently just rebuilt.
Oh yes, I heard about what happened at your shop. It was quite sad.
Right? I heard a rhinoceros was there or something.
I thought the story was a triceratops.
I'm sure it was one of those multi-pronged. Shoot, what is that one? It's not the Triceratops. It's the one that looks like a Triceratops, but it's got like 5. The Penteratops. Who knows? It might exist.
Well, let us go and get this quest complete. We can discuss compensation when we return with your lava.
Great.
Yeah, Pentaceratops is what it is.
Pentaceratops. I was right. I just made that up.
And they were from North America area.
There's one now.
See, the reason you knew that is because you had to take that official animal handling class.
That's right.
Part of being a DM.
That's right. As the dungeon master, you have to know these things. Bam. That's just how it goes. All right, Ned's like, okay, well, you can meet me back at my shop in the morning. I could go over there now if you want. You could just get this rolling. Up to you.
I think the sooner we get on the road, the sooner we can get back. Magmount's not exactly over the next hill.
That's true. That is true.
You know? It's not like we have a flying carpet. We can get there quicker.
You know, since time is of the essence, we'll call you an Uberhawk. 2 Uberhawks.
Only if it's got Tor as the driver.
Oh, what was that?
Only if it has Tor as the driver.
Oh. You know, you never know. You just gotta you just press the button and see what happens. But yeah, pretty fast route with the Uberhawk. Takes you right to the top of Magmount. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a good idea, because otherwise, who knows how long it'd take us to get there. The competition might be over by the time we get back.
Right? It'll take days. Yeah, especially if the next game is like in 2 months from now. But we're gonna do it. All right, so well, I guess just come on back with me to my potion shop. I'll get you the potions. We'll get you settled. I'll call the Uber. Bam.
Yeah.
All right, lead the way, my good sir.
He orders another round of drinks for all of you. What do you have? What do you have?
Ah, the dragon fire, of course.
I just reach in and grab one of my own battle brews.
All right.
Whiskey comes in this size, right?
In this town, yes.
It never comes in big enough for a dwarf. That's why he drinks battle brew with them all the place. Battle brew isn't beer.
Mm-hmm. So he throws down a few coins. You guys get extra drinks to go, and you head on down the street. You meet back at his newly renovated shop. Still has some scorch marks in many places, but the outside has been completely rebuilt. Brand new stone and plastered, painted. It looks gorgeous. Who knows how long of that will last. So, he unlocks the door, and there up top, one of the shelves, is a giant iguana, perhaps a small kimono dragon, but probably an iguana. Looks at all of you with a side eye. Ned goes in and grabs the 3 remaining fire. He's got 4 fire potions. He's like, tell you what, why don't you take all 4? You're probably gonna need them. Lava.
4 fire potions. He's like, tell you what, why don't you take all 4? You're probably gonna need them.
3 remaining fire potions. He's like, tell you what, why don't you take all 4? You're probably gonna need them. 3 remaining fire potions. He's like, tell you what, why don't you take all 4? You're probably gonna need them. Lava. and he goes in the back, brings out a chain, and the chain only looks 20 feet long. And then there's a clay, very decorated clay pot with a little lid on it, and you can tell that this clay pot. I mean, it's got some bands around it, but it is thick walled, and it's meant for high heat. But this is ridiculous. It does have a bit of a humor to it, a bit of a glow, and he says all you have to do. Once you reach the end of the chain, you just kind of pull it, and more chain will come out. And then once you get it back up, just give it a little snap. It'll snap back to 20 feet.
Handy.
Oh, it's really handy. And it doesn't melt. One time, a Zorn ate it and came out the other side. That's how magical it is.
It's been cleaned since, right?
Sure. Yeah. Clean as a Zorn's butt. You do see many potions around the room. I mean, you probably don't have a good idea what half of them are, but you might have a pretty good idea what a couple of them are. The Pepto-Bismol pink of a healing potion, the swirling vapors of a gaseous form potion, pretty famous in the world. But aside from that, I mean, there's all shapes and sizes of potions. Says, well, look around. If you see anything you like, let me know. I'll make sure to have them put aside for you. Peptide pink, that's right. Heals all wounds. Most wounds. Minor wounds? All right. Save those potions up until you get right into the lava.
Noted.
Excellent.
And you were giving us some healing potions too, right?
Yes. It's like, I do have a couple extras if that's what you want to. I could give you half your potion pay up front if you wanted an extra potion. Otherwise, it just gives you one each.
The one each will be sufficient.
Yeah, that should be
To
sufficient.
start.
I can help with the healing around this group too.
Aye, so can I.
All right.
That's good because I don't.
Grand.
Not like the shield I carry doesn't have my holy symbol on it.
Right? All right.
As a matter of fact, in the off time, I might have had my spike armor made up to have the Jaws's symbol on it. Like my chainmail did.
Speaking of Jawses, my friends, did you see the thing about the virgin shark birth? This is true. A shark gave birth that was in a tank full of in a tank of only female sharks. There's only been female sharks in this tank for like 10 years, and it magically gave birth. I don't know. Maybe there's a sea bass looking around kind of nervously, or Jawsus be praised. I don't know. I mean,
I'm saying Jawsus be praised.
Right? By the fathom, the chum, and the holy coast. I don't have an explanation for it, people, but there he is. Shark the Herald Angels thing. There he is. He turns water into brine. He does all the things. I guess the only thing he does walk on land. Or, you know what? No, he would swim through land. That's it. Because he swims normally. So then he would swim through land. Anyway, we don't have time for that. Anyway, it's a real thing. It's a real article. Look it up. Shark virgin birth. Meanwhile, our adventurers, here they are. Oh, wait. Where's him? You were there a second ago. Oh wait, that's supposed to be action cam anyway. Let me try that again. Da-da. Come here, you. All right.
It's not like he didn't just do all this stuff, 2 nights ago.
I know, right? Like, what? I mean, weirdly, I'm looking at the camera, and it's. Why are you black? What's going on? Go camera. Go web. All right, I'm looking right at it. I don't know what's going on here. Save name. Oh, it's not saving the name. Huh. All right. Oh. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Dun, dun, dun. It is unresponsive for some reason. All right. Moving on. All right. The Uber arrives. Caw! 2 very large hawks land in front of the shop. And 2 very young, teenage-ish riders are there like, hello, where your Uber? What's supposed to be 3? Who's coming? All right. And for those of you who don't know, the Uber Hawks are a courier service, and occasionally they will actually bring people along. But Magecroft and Magmount, which is a shining city on top of a volcano, they are there's courier service going back and forth all the time. There's these giant hawks, and mostly it's for people who need magic spells or lawyers and stuff like that. But there's always room on the back of a giant hawk for another rider. So probably taking the Furbog on one and maybe the dwarf and the dragonborn on the other.
Yeah, the Furbog and the power armor weigh a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure my plate armor weighs a little bit as well.
Good
It's not like I'm almost 7 feet tall.
That's true.
It's not. Yes, but you're not wearing armor metal that probably has another 100 pounds of it in spikes.
And
True.
Yeah, I need to fix my armor situation when we get back to town.
Ta-da!
There it is. Dun, dun, dun. All right, there they are. Anyway, so, well, just wanted to show you guys what we're looking at here. We have from left to right, we have Traylon, we have Puent Battle Brewer, and we have Argrax, our 3 adventurers today. They fly off on the backs of the Uber, which is like, oh God, okay, it's fine. We're doing good. That's all right. You fly over the city. There down below, the harbor, the open ocean, far off upon the horizon, you can just make out the smokes coming from the volcano on the island of Cecil, still bellowing. And on the other side of the river, down across pretty far, is another, just place covered in volcanoes. A gigantic volcano, and on top of that volcano, instead of a giant crater, there is a giant city. Emerald and amethyst. So it's not the Emerald City. It's mostly emerald, but mostly amethyst. But It's like cracking open a giant geode, not a geo. That's a different thing. And seeing it laid out in front of you with these shiny, brilliant, magical city full of Dragonborn, which is predominantly the people who live here, mostly Dragonborn, but they do allow other people. They're cool. So, Uberhawk sets you down in front of their delivery system, their delivery house. Ugh. It's a pretty long ride, but it's all right. The weather was pretty good, and there we are. That was the night service, actually. So now it is deep into the night. The Uberhawk driver says, "There's probably a place to stay in that inn down the street." Oh. Also, there's a bit of paperwork. If we land in the city with you, we have to get your name and stuff like that. Bring it to the officials. So he's like, "Can I get your name?"
I am Trollan.
Trowlan. Okay, great, perfect. And you are
Plant.
Prart. Okay. Prart. All right, and all right. So, and he's like, and you're clearly Dragonborn. Okay, so and you're a dwarf, and you are a furbolg. All right, great. All right. That's all. You'll just sign at the bottom. It says you arrived here via Uberhawk. Like, thank you. And then Grant. Super, thanks. I know it's just paperwork, but it has to be done. He goes inside and they takes all his papers and things like that off the hawk, brings them inside. There you are on the street. It's not super active around here. I mean, it's not like it is a bustling city during the day. At night, pretty much, aside from certain neighborhoods, it's pretty quiet, actually. So, mostly law-abiding citizens, as it were. But there is, you can tell, an inn about on the corner of the block down the street. I mean, you could pretty much go anywhere, but meh.
Yeah, find a nice bed-like thing.
Bed-like
Sleep would be good.
There are bed-like objects at the inn. Yes. And this is called the Blue Flame Tavern. And, of course, it's mostly Dragonborns here. There are actually, and then there are some travelers, merchants, seems like, mostly. Seems to be a mid to high level part of town as far as wealth. So these are like merchants who have long caravans and things like that. So there's any number of long distance travelers here coming from even other empires far away. As Magmount is a friend of the Empire of Magecroft, they're not really they're only vaguely in a sort of they're in a confederation with Magecroft, so they're not against them. They will help them when they're asked nicely, but they don't necessarily have to. So as they are pretty powerful themselves. What do you do?
Well, we'll go into the inn, and I will go up to the barkeep and inquire about rooms and other general information. Anything special happening, anything we need to be concerned about or whatnot.
All right. He says, all right. kind of gives you he gives you the respect that you were owed as a fellow Dragonborn. Says, my name is Zeet, and welcome to my tavern. I'm just the barkeep, I'm not actually the owner, but we have rooms if you like, and we have good food, especially we have hot Dragonborn food, and he looks at your companions. He goes, "You says in Dragonborn, like you have interesting friends."
I replied back similarly. Yes, companions have been proven to be quite helpful for questing and adventures.
I can see that. Yeah. No harm.
And the little one makes a decent brew. Of course, they can't hear none of this,
Right.
unless they happen to know Draconic.
Pwent, however, you do know the word brew in almost every language, so you're not sure if you hear that or if you're just like, oh, maybe that was just something, or yeah.
If I even think I hear it, I just pull out and go sample.
The barkeep is like, oh, all right. Then he actually will. He says, I will. And he says in Dwarvish, says, I will try your brew, friend. All right. Let's see if personally, it's like that's not bad. That's very good, actually. His Dwarvish is not perfect, but he basically says good, nice, good. He knows nice and good in Dwarvish.
Point's just trying to set up his after adventuring career, If he can get his battle brew into places, he can make money. Much.
We got a retirement plan right here, pal. Okay. All right. So he looks at the fur blog and fur blog. I'm definitely gonna have a fur blog, FURBLOG, because apparently that's how I say fur. So, a fur blog. Anyway,
is that what they have for pets?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Or is that what the hip ones do when they're streaming, to their fur vlog?
Yes. Oh my god, my cat has his own fur blog. What a guy. Oh. You get rooms. They're, I wouldn't say super pricey, but they definitely were like, that was a little more expensive than you thought they were going to be. All right. You don't get too many strange looks from anybody in the bar. They just kind of notice that you look like dangerous people, and probably wise to not mess with you. And aside from that, let's see.
A benefit of having a Dragonborn in an area full of Dragonborn.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely are like, yep. And you do notice, I will say you do notice, Pwent, you definitely notice three very large, they're either gigantic humans or very small giants. But again, Dragonborns are very large anyway, so they're like, they kind of fit size-wise in with everyone else around here. The tables and chairs are all
potentially Goliath,
possibly. But they kind of give you a look, kind of just sizing you up, as it were, and you just know. I mean, everybody else kind of looking at you, kind of like, oh, okay, those guys. These guys are definitely like giving you a pretty, but even bigger sizing up.
Have a good day in the name of the Fathom, the Chum, and the Holy Coast.
And they kind of It kind of riles them a little bit.
I figured it would.
And one of them actually kind of gives a bit of a, we don't like your sea god. Just kind of, salt will be the death of you. They kind of have some inside joke. And they laugh amongst themselves when they're but they definitely give you the, like,
What's the matter? Do you need a hug?
I'm assuming at this point I would hear that snide remark as we're going past.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll give them a sidelong glance because I'm pretty sure I must make it quite a interesting view with a giant trident on my back and my spell casting stuff. So give them a glance to make sure there's not going to be any trouble.
Well, I'm just going to tell you to yeet the dwarf at him.
Are they slugs? Maybe on the inside. It's actually 3 slugs. Each of those guys is 3 slugs in a trench coat.
So then salt would be the death of them.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. BLC Blondie was like, are they slugs? Like, so, all right. So you want to give? Are you giving intimidation? Are you?
Yeah, sure. Let's.
Right.
That's a 10, and then I have +7, so 17.
All right. Yeah, you kind of buff up a little bit and kind of give them a snort or two, and they kind of ease back, and you can tell one of them is like the lead one is about to say the old, "Hey, we don't want any trouble." Actually, like you can tell he's like, wait. They weren't really thinking this was going to turn into a fight, so they're kind of like. The other one just like, hey, we're just trying to drink here, man. Don't bug us. Dude, we're cool.
At that point, I'll turn back to the direction we're going, and we'll continue moving along.
All right.
Hey, look, everything's all well and good if you just buy rounds of drinks for people that you offend.
Are you trying persuasion?
Yeah.
I'm still willing to give him a hug. Because you know what happens if I hug him.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, I'm going to pick up Point by the scruff of his neck and be like, we're going.
Roll to hit a 20 armor class and make sure you don't get spiked on a spike.
He is a bit spiky.
My armor is nothing but spikes on the outside. That's why I was like, I'll hug you.
Looks like I don't grab a hold of him.
You're like, all right. So, Trallin, are you you're actually gonna try to persuade them to buy drinks?
I'm gonna try. This is probably
All right,
gonna go bad. I'm not the brightest one when it comes to social situations. But an 11.
Does it look like
I read it as a 21 because it rolled a 12, and I have one persuade.
Yeah, they kind of just go, yeah, you can buy your own drinks, pal. And they all kind of like shuffle back and get real protective about their drinks. We don't want hugs from sea lubbers. What are they? There's land lubbers. What are sea people?
fishermen?
Many sea lubbers around here. What exactly is a lubber?
Good question. I don't know.
I should know these things. I'm a dungeon master. All right. All right, so you managed to get by them without stabbing them or them attacking you. Head to your rooms. Everything's fine. No one dies in the night unless otherwise noted. And you get up in the morning, and there you are. There's nice dragonborn croissants for breakfast. And really powerful coffee.
That's what I'm talking about.
A lubber is a clumsy person. All right.
Or somebody unfamiliar with the sea. So I'm assuming if you call that a land lover, then a sea lover would be somebody who's unfamiliar with land.
There you go. You sea lubbers falling in a boat all the time. I don't know. Anyway, all right. The let's see. By the time you get up, the three very large, probably Goliaths, are not here. But someone walks by and goes, "Hey, your friend just left," and kind of chuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been one of
What's so funny?
What's that?
What's so funny?
Just well, I thought you were gonna leap on that guy. Would have been really funny.
It could have happened.
Looked like would have looked like you'd been like hugged by a porcupine. Hilarious.
Meanwhile, I'm going to talk to the barkeep and inquire about the information for directions in our route to the lava pool.
All right. Zeet is still there, or he's back again. He might have gotten some sleep. He's like, so wait, you want to go to like the heart of the volcano?
Yes, we need to collect a sample of lava from the heart.
Okay, you know that's usually deadly, right? Like you don't like. I mean, just you have some like magical protections or something, because otherwise.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
yes,
and we're even getting moderate pay for this.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
I mean, we've done other things that people have died doing. Like that island that just popped back up. That's spewing lava everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were there, taking care of business there.
Which
So
might have had something to do with the spewing lava.
So you guys are like lava experts?
I wouldn't say experts, but we did help cure the fire plane's control of the island now that it's back.
Did you now? That's pretty interesting.
A whole bunch of water nymphs.
He actually pours you another coffee. He's like, "Tell me more."
We managed to get a ride over there with the King of Magecroft's army, and we kind of went off and did our own thing. Met the water nymph goddess lady, helped her out with stuff, because the place had been in the realm of fire for so long. Everything was all fire morphed. So we helped get some water running there, may have, helped banish, some fire demons, destroyed some stuff, and it destroyed some, weird engine in the volcano, and then poof.
Yeah, there was a fire hydra too, right?
Lava hydra.
Lava hydra. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we survived that.
I'm sorry, a lava hydra?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, we opened a portal to the plane of water on it.
Ooh.
Actually, like 4 of them.
Oh, I bet he's mad.
He's all washed up now.
Oh, nice one. Nice one. Another cup of coffee for you. He's like, well, I mean, there's no, as far as I know, there's no lava hydra in the volcano, but there are salamanders. Big, nasty ones. Yeah. There's a big giant one. They call it Krios. And he's apparently like not just a salamander. He'd like cast spells and he throws fire and he's pretty kind of badass. Like, don't get on his wrong side. I mean, we all, he does his own thing. But yeah. You see salamander throwing fireballs, just get out of there, man. That's all I'm saying. But thanks for that lava hydra. I'm going to write that down, man. That's a good. Next time somebody rolls a 7 on the random the random chart of things I might say, I'm putting that one in there.
You could also make a drink after that.
A what?
A drink.
Oh, yes. Ooh, yeah, the lava hydra. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Make sure it's a spicy one.
Mm-hmm.
Rumors. That's the word I was looking for. All right. So yeah, he's like, well, so there's 2 ways to go. Well, there's actually several ways to go. You can go through the main center of the city. There's like a kind of a there's a magical stairwell that goes down. Wizards use it all the time. Of course, they try to, they have all their protections and things like that. But it drops you basically straight down. Anything goes there from there, man. That's I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of people having a lot of success aside from really powerful wizards and stuff. You can go back down the mountain a little bit, go through one of the caves, kind of side hatch sort of a thing. I don't know. The deeper you go, there's all sorts of caves back there. So, I mean, lava tunnels. There's got to be one that leads down there. There's plenty of adventurers who might actually be able to help you. So they might be able to guide you. Or you can just go straight down.
Let's see. A guide might help. Sounds lava tunnels are. We were in those in Sissel. They wind all over the place.
It's too bad we don't have Aguilar with us. He could just slip into the center.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny to me. So. Well, if you want, I mean, I can send my guy over and you can go find you one of the guides, maybe, or
Yes, we'll take a guide.
All right. He talks to some kid. Kid runs off. He's like, I'll be back here in a few minutes. Is there anything else you want to do? It's like, I hear Lando Capes has some fire-resistant capes. Just saying.
Actually, are there any armors around? I am in need of upgrading my wardrobe for something a little bit stronger.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And best part is they usually work on Dragonborn sizes, so they'll definitely have something in your size.
Yeah, something that can help get me away from this 12 AC.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt, man. Like,
What's that? Your natural armor?
I have light. I have studded leather, which is probably not much better than my scales.
Yeah.
all right. Well, would you like to do that first before you go, or?
Yes. Yeah, we could be doing that while Zeet's arranging a guide for us.
Sure. All right. So there is a armory. They've got all sorts of stuff. Prices are a little high, but they pretty much have anything. What you looking for?
I don't know. Something I guess a mid-level upgrade, so to speak.
Scale mail?
What are you proficient in?
I am what is my proficient? I have where do
Light armor, medium armor, heavy armor.
I know I don't want to. I know I can't do anything heavy right now. I'm trying to see if
He's got several suits of half plate, breastplate, really nice scale mail. Now it is player's handbook. It's 50, but this is 100 gold pieces. But it is really nice and also meant for Dragonborns. So it actually yeah, it does not actually. So this for Dragonborn, wearing this Dragonborn armor, it does not give you disadvantage on stealth.
Ooh.
Unlike normal scale mail, which does. It's twice as much, which I mean, heck, that 50 gold pieces, that's going to save you a million times.
I mean, I currently have, over 774 gold because I haven't done the conversions from that earlier quest from all the bricks that we have. So yeah, I mean, that price is no biggie for me. 100 gold is like, oh, okay, I'll pull out 100 gold coin.
Wow. If there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know. Nice shield, perhaps. Got some fancy shields. He does have some really beautiful shields that are. They actually have. They have like not a family crest of families of Dragonborns, but it's like a, like this is like the symbol of green Dragonborns, and this is the symbol of white Dragonborns and blue, and so it's got like the symbol of a brave Dragonborn warrior on the shield.
Are all the shields they have the type that actually have to be held in a hand? Any that might be able to be attached to strapped to a forearm?
No, nothing that you wouldn't. I mean, you still need to equip it as far as a shield goes, but yeah.
I was trying to think because there's so many things that I need to use hands for wand and magic and all the weapons I have. All right, yeah, shield might be pretty nice because that's another armor point.
Yep.
Yeah, Black Dragonborn shield.
All right. Let's see. Normal shield. Hang on. Wait. Shields. So again, this is it's 25 gold pieces, which again is a lot more than say you'd normally pay at some other place, but it is a fine work of art.
Do they by chance have any that's magical?
Magic
That was going to be
shields.
my question.
I'm gonna give it a little percentile roll and see if he has. He's like, no, I'm sorry, my friend. Hello. He's like, no. It's like I just sold a beautiful suit of scale mail. Sorry, yeah, just sold it. It was so sweet. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll look mildly disappointed. I'm like, oh, that's too bad. I did have a fair bit of coin I was looking to spend, so.
He's like, wait a minute. No. Wow. Okay. So yeah, he's like, I am literally fresh out of magical items. Like, I had a couple. I had a really nice helmet, really nice scale mail, but sorry, bud. Can't help it.
Not even a minor magical shield.
Not even a minor one. I mean, let's face it. When was the last time you sold a magical shield? That's how many he's got. So, and Kitty Chaosum is here. Hi, Kitty. Yay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
All right. So, yep, I'll take the shield and the armor. So that's how much gold is that costing me?
it's like 150.
100.
Was it?
Oh,
No,
I thought you
25.
said 25 for the shield.
Yeah, 25. Yeah. So 125.
All right.
Kitty.
Oh man, I still have 650 gold.
Just buy hats. There's a hat shop.
I don't know how much gold I have. I know I got 500 from the basilisk. Well, about 300 from the basilisks.
Right.
And I don't know how much I was supposed to get paid from all the sea enemies.
That's right. I believe it was like you were supposed to get like 10 gold each, and you had like 400 of them. And they were like, "Oh, we don't actually have that much cash on us." They were a bit stunned.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hilarious.
As soon as I refined that sheet that has those notes.
Yeah, I know you haven't had a chance, Tommy. You were going to do it before, but we've had other things going on.
Yeah, let's just say I think you're looking at like 500 to 1,000.
Oh, so
as we were split between.
So I know he's been looking at the armor and that type of magic. Does this guy sell weapons as well?
He's actually just specializes in armor.
Is there a weaponsmith around?
Oh yeah, like straight down the street. Yeah,
because I'd like to go see if I can get a decent, potentially magical warhammer.
Yeah, sure. Hold on just a sec. Real life. Okay. Right. So. Right. Let me see. All right. So yeah, I mean, they're really close together because, of course, this is that street. The inn is on the corner. The street that leads down to the main pathway is for adventurers essentially. So there's all sorts of really nice. Again, this is a higher. Like everything's kind of nice. Everything's a little more expensive. Everything's a little bit more, well made. And there's definitely a weapons shop.
So before we leave, though, I as a druid, and you've got some beautiful armor here, I'm not so into metal. Do you have anything better than this ratty old hide armor that is made of something that used to be alive? I doubt you've got anything, so fancy as dragon scale, but.
Oh yeah, no dragon scale. It's like, yeah, no, I mean, but I have some I had some trade-in leather armor. It's like, I usually just deal with metal armor. No corpses tonight. Not yet. We're almost there. Don't worry.
No. The hide I have is much sterner stuff than leather already.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. Of the actual quest. This is the entire episode is going to be the preparation for the actual quest. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I mean, there has been seasons where they've spent almost the entire thing in 5 different bars
It's true.
for the main channel. So, don't even get started for us right now.
They're just trying to get ready. They have an idea of what they're going to face, and they're just trying to get ready.
We
Also,
had a whole episode where they got to the other side of a door.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I think
The
she's
long way
just
around.
getting upset because, her bedtime is approaching.
Ah. Here's what you do.
So
Just
I
jump
don't
on
think-
some other channel and just ask them to raid us with like 4 or 5 people, and boom, we're just like, and then these thugs showed up. Oh, it's probably the Goliaths. There you go. You just need to find 2 other people. Boom, raid the channel. Bam, there you are. I'll wait. All right, so what do you got? The weaponsmith. Let's see. So you're specifically looking for thanks for the idea of posting. Nice. You're looking for weapon, or specifically asking him for magical hammers.
Yes, magical warhammers.
All right. Well, how about that? Okay. I was like, I'm gonna give it a 15% chance. I rolled a 13. So, indeed, he says, well, as a matter of fact, I do have a magical warhammer. Yeah, I do. Let's see, earth, air, fire, water. Okay. Oh, all right. So yeah, he's it's kind of like yeah, it's like a mini not a mini Mjolnir. You know, that guy. Mully. But here's the thing. When you hit someone, as far as I can tell, if you crit, it stuns them for a moment. But it's a really weird stunning. It literally like they just kind of go back in time or something, but for like a second. So it stuns them and they're like stuck in a little loop. It's pretty wild, but you have to hit them really hard. But yeah, it's bad news. You crit somebody, bam.
How much?
My friend. I mean, like, this is not cheap. This is it's amazing. He kind of holds it up. It is pretty sweet looking. And what's your strength?
I believe it is a 14.
All
Yep,
right,
14.
You're. It's serious, but you definitely can handle it. You know, it's. Yeah. Do you have a shield?
Yes.
Okay. You can. It's like a bastard hammer. You can use it with one hand, but does more damage if you use it with both hands.
So it's versatile.
Yeah.
Again, how much?
It's like, I traded some really, really good armor for this. So, I mean, he goes, 1,000 gold is what going for it. Look at the lines. Look at the grooves on it. This thing is beautiful. It's a work of art. Stuns your opponents.
Was this a Dragonborn shopkeep?
Oh, yeah.
I'll step up behind, put the hand on
What's the
clear
what's the shop
spot
name?
of Point's shoulder and be like, I'm sure
What's the
you
shop's
can
name?
give a better deal than that for my friend here.
All right. Oh, what did you say, Plant?
What's the shop's name?
Let me see. This shop's name. Nope, I had a name for that guy. Delling, the weaponsmith.
Okay, Delling. I understand that you want to, sell it for that much, and it could potentially be worth that much. It's not tested. I can't approve that kind of cost. But at the same time, if it works the way you say it would, wouldn't you love somebody to walk around, not just in this area, when they handed out beatdowns and go, this beatdown provided to you by Delling?
Well, that'd be nice. I didn't make it, sadly, but
You still provided it.
well, that's true. And your friend might have a little point. I don't know. Do you have anything else you could trade for it? Maybe throw in a little extra. I could go down to 900 if you had something maybe to throw in. Your old armor, anything?
He can have my old armor.
Yeah, sure.
I've got one of these antique artificer batteries you could study.
Ooh,
It's empty.
a dead one.
Actually, no, I don't have an empty one.
Ooh, that's.
I still have the one I pulled full.
Oh yeah, that's right. He actually is like, wait a minute, let me see that.
This deal just got spicy.
And he's like, oh, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, yeah, I'll give it to you for. I'll give it to you for 850 and this power cell.
Now, friend, these batteries are extremely hard to come by. They just recently came back on Cecil, and at this point, everything that was there is spent or destroyed at this point now. So that is
Technology
very
Yep.
exclusive.
We saw, unfortunately, hundreds of them get destroyed.
Oh,
Yeah. So that value on that has gone up quite a bit.
yeah, but I mean, this is dead, man. So I mean,
No, the one I gave him is full.
Oh, you gave him a full one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
oh man,
hoping
he's
for kind
like,
of almost
he's
even
like,
triple.
oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about the empty one.
No.
Yeah, you know what? He's like, yeah. So, well, that seems like an even trade to me. Like,
and
yeah.
I'll throw in my armor so that he has something else to trade to somebody else.
Perfect. I love this deal. He's like, whoa. He also is very careful with it. Like it's
Yeah, because I
not
think
entirely
that's the
stable.
last full one other than what Trowlin's hiding. Well, remember, I took 3 and we used 2 of them for the explosion.
I took 3 and the one in my staff.
Right. All right. So, all right, it's actually almost 7:30 right now. If you need to take a couple of minutes of break, I say now is the time before we actually head out on this adventure.
Yeah, best looting ever from Cecil. Those batteries.
Right? So, anybody need to take a bio break? Or
That's probably a good idea.
all right. Well, I will jump on the screen. Take 5 minutes. Come back right here at 7:30. I will. I'll say hi to everybody for a minute, and then we'll be right back. So, all right, everyone. This again is our Patreon Saints game, where our Patreons who support the show, our biggest supporters of the show, come in and play D&D with us, and they are about to head off on an epic quest to find some lava. I know, seems weird. Long story. Very convoluted plot, but don't worry. All they need to do is just crawl under the city, get to the heart of the lava, get some, and get out. Easy, right? Of course not. there are certain creatures around that are, of course, probably going to try to stop them. So we'll see what happens. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to throw up our little video, and we'll see you in 4 minutes. Comedy gods agree. Boop-a-doop-doo.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. 'Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be
But
afraid.
every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Welcome back, everybody. And here we are. We are returning back to our adventure, the Grand Patreon Saints. And we have, someone has just gotten a very sweet hammer. Let's find out what it does. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Right. So, young dragonborn, I'd say adventurer, swings by, and he's like, "Oh, ooh, how do we get a check? Oh, there's a bit of an echo somewhere. Hang on. How's that? All right. So he stops by and he says, "Hello, are you the gentleman looking for a guide?" Great. My name's Marvius, and he's a young, he's actually kind of skinny for a dragonborn, probably kind of a lithe person. He's like, well, I can get you down to the center of that there marvelous lava hole, no problem. He's also a red dragon born, so he might be more or less immune to fire. Just saying. He's like, he does look at you all and goes, "You guys have some sort of resistance to fire, right? Because you're gonna need it."
Yes, we each have a potion for resistance.
Great potion. So we've got limited time. Get in, get out. Is that the key?
It is indeed. We want to make our return back to Magecroft expeditiously.
Great. So are you kind of all right, so I'm just gonna throw this out here. Look, I know some people down there. Some will take a bribe. Gems, they love gems. I got some gems. Maybe I can we can get past some of these guys that aren't really friendly with a nice little pile of gems. Some of them know who I am, so they might, take my bribe better than they would say take your bribe. Just throwing that out there. Of course, you can always fight them. That's what happens half the time. I prefer the more slippery route. So, if you have some extra gems, you feel like laying them on me, look, I've been a guide for years. People trust me around here. They know I'm good for it.
I don't think I have any spare gems.
Okay.
What kind of gems are you talking about?
Hey, whatever you got, man. Some of those creatures not smart, so they'll take anything. Low quality gems. I don't know if they eat them. Maybe some of them do. Not really sure.
I mean, I still have some of the exquisite crystals that were used for the keys.
Well, yeah. Those might work. It's true.
They look shiny enough to be diamonds.
I mean, crystals are crystals. Right?
It's all in the presentation. You talk them up, they're pretty sure they might do just fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the gab there, and again, I mean, some of them know me, so that's right. Marvius. I am Marvius the Marvelous. That's what they call me.
I flip them with great.
Let's see if we can. I think I want to. Traylon, is that? I don't know if that's your mic that's giving a little. Okay. Ooh. There we go. That was a little better. Actually, yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Got a little.
Ooh. Is it kicking weird noise?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe a little too close to whatever you're using for the.
Yeah, it's like you got a gain issue going on there.
Yeah. Turn the gain down here. I mean, it's pretty quiet in here.
All right. That sounds. There we go. There was a little extra action going on there. So. All right. Marvelously skinny, Marvius. Yes. Could have been Marvelius, but he says, "Yeah, they all know me. So You can trust me. I'm not gonna steer you wrong. Look, everybody knows I'm the best guide around. That's why they got me. Oh, by the way, I do charge a fee. 100 gold. Half of it up front. 50% when we get back. Hit the tavern. Boom.
We can work that out.
Since I think at this point in time, Point's got the most gold, I'll drop
Point-
to 50.
Point also has a lot of other stuff that could be potential trade value also with his drinks.
Right.
You know, they're quite new up here in Magmount, so you know you can call that the limited edition. You know, drinks.
Limited edition. I love
That's
that
true, because Battle Brew's not here.
term.
Yeah.
Limited edition. All right, so he's like, let me just drop this 50 gold back off at my place. Meet you right over there. We headed down the side of the mountain, right?
Yeah.
The quickest yet easiest way to get there.
The easiest way for me to get you in there is to go the side route. That dropping through the center thing, man, that is only for like super powerful wizards and maybe, I don't know, paladins who can just fall in lava without dying. That ain't me, yo. So we're going the other way. He actually runs back, drops his 50 gold back off at his little apartment, comes back. It's like, oh, actually, he only dropped 49 of it off at the apartment. It's kept one, bought a beer, and then came back around. One for the road, you know. All right. And he takes you down outside of the city. By the way, the city is, again, marvelous. It has colleges, it has schools, it has libraries. There's a lot of like public gardens and things like that. Also, just magnificent magical buildings that seem to slowly rotate magically around. They're pretty amazing. All sorts of stuff. It's a high magic area. Takes you outside the gates of the city. There are people that are like, state your business. They are official people. They're like, did you arrive last night on an Uber Hawk?
Mhm.
Okay, that's you. And you, all three of you? Okay. Marvius, great. See you soon. Fantastic. Marvius gives a fake salute that he just made up and heads on out of the city. You go. I mean, it is a gigantic mountain. It is huge. Clearly, this volcano is ancient and gigantic. So the hillsides kind of roll down, or the mountainside rolls down. There are various villages on the sides of the mountains that are also dragonborn villages. There's wineries of all sorts. Clearly, this has been just populated for an extremely long time. There's that place that does weddings, and a really awesome winery that does weddings. Oh, that's right. And there is, gosh, did your characters ever actually meet Romulus? Would have seen him in the potion shop, huh?
I would have limited interaction with Romulus from the potion shop. Point. knew him. Actually, I've met
right.
I've met him because he brought Point to the sewer. So,
No, that was Mako.
No, it's Mako.
that
Yeah.
was Mako.
Uh,
So then, just me. I know who Romulus is,
All right.
and he knows that I
Just
helped
checking.
him the battle.
Wait, was
So
Romulus was in the season for Halloween, right?
Yes.
We delivered something to him, so I would have known him for like 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. So you wouldn't
Very
really know,
limited.
but so basically, what
Art
happens
definitely
is
knows him better than I do. I'm just saying.
so it's a gigantic mountainside. There's paths, there's trails, there's clearly people that own vineyards and large swaths of land on the sides of the mountain. But then there's built boulders and rocks. Clearly, no one really owns this section. So again, he just leads you down these pathways, goat trails. Too small for moops, and just kind of leads you around again, like through around other people's vineyards and lime trees and olive trees and things like that. And there are other caves, and he's like, yeah, that cave doesn't look good today. Continues on, finds another cave. Yeah, I don't. You know what? Wait here. Let me try this one. And he goes inside. He comes out. He literally comes out exactly the way he went in. Like, you see, he goes inside. He's like, doot, doot, doot. And he walks out, and he is literally like retracing every single one of his steps. Just that. He's like, okay, we're not taking this one. Next one. And he clearly did not want to mess with whatever was in there. Takes you around. You've been walking for a while now. This is kind of like you're starting to wonder. Yeah, you're starting to have your doubts. Finds a cave. It's like, this looks good. Let me check it. All right. He goes in, comes out. He's like, all right. I don't see anybody here right now. I think this is our best chance. You ready? Let's do this. It is a very old lava flow cave that clearly had lava in it 1,000 years ago, maybe even more. Who knows? And it winds its way into deep inside of the mountain. There's all sorts of, the cave gets bigger and bigger, taller, higher. There are ledges up above, left and right, and everybody has infravision except for the dragonborns, of course.
yeah, because I don't think I ever got my lamp back from the one spirit ghosty that helped me at Cecil. So,
Marvius pulls out a continual light rock that is like, ha! It's a rock. Someone casts continual light on it. It's the best. He kind of cups it so that it just like almost looks like Iron Man, just shines out the underside. It's like, these are the best. Super cheap too. And no heat. So he's walking around with the light rock. The shadows on those cliffs, on those ledges, look pretty big. Pretty capable of hiding things in those shadows. Your infravision does help a little bit. It's like gets them pretty far, actually. Well, all right. There does seem to be a diverging path, kind of off one side. There's a main path. There's a side path. Marvius says, This main path is the way to go if you want to get directly there. But there might be some bigger monsters. Go the other way, smaller monsters. What would you like to do?
What kind of monsters?
Well, there's young salamanders off the side path usually. The main path, usually elementals. Elementals, not as easy to bribe. Salamanders, bribable. At least the young ones.
Just saying, I have something I need to test out.
Which way would you guys like to go?
I have a feeling no matter which way we go, because they're going to see 2 Dragonborns and then 2 others that they're not familiar with, we're not going to have an easy way.
Probably not.
Salamanders might be easier to deal with than the elementals, though.
That's true. I don't know any ice spells, so not going to be too useful against fire elemental.
I don't know any ice or water spells either.
And a lot of lightning.
Let's see.
Yeah, you do a lot of lightning, and
And a lot of fire.
I can do radiance, but it's not that easy to, it's not that difficult to survive.
Yeah. Let's go beat on some fleshbacks.
I'm not saying that it has to go that way. I'm just saying if it's going to break down, because, that's our luck. Salamanders might be easy.
Yeah, actually, what is this? Yeah, I have limited cold capabilities if I cast Armor of Agathis.
Yo. Hey, Freaky VR. Good to see you.
Yep. Hey, Freak VR, how you doing, bud?
All right, for anyone just joining us right now, this is our Grand Patreon Saints game, and we are about to hit some action, I believe. So you're going to head over to the possible salamanders?
Yep.
All right. All right, so take the side path. Marvius helps you go through a little bit. Oh, you do see a group. Really, it's actually only 3 salamanders. They are not full size. At least that's what Marvius says. It's like these are kind of youngish, so they're not. They're about half size of a regular one. He looks at you guys. He looks at them. Says, "Easily bribed, or we can try to take him out."
Crap.
Oh,
Shite.
ruh-roh. Did I say
Really?
bribe?
Yeah.
Oh, and how many raiders do we
It's
have?
7.
Skylark, did you do that? Did you do that? Did you do that?
All right, Traylon, put your little one to bed.
Well, it's on. Oh my. Golly, I don't know if I have enough miniatures. And the nat 21 to the DM. Oh man. What?
All
Welcome to the show, everyone.
They work Magnus when you need them.
basically what we do here is that everything runs normal like a regular old D&D game. If you bring a raid, boom, guess what? That's how many enemies you have to face. Now, sometimes they're tough, sometimes they're not so tough. But we literally just ran into 3 salamanders. And yeah, so now we've gotten, oh gosh. So they're going to show up in just a minute. Yeah, so 7. Oh, all right. Oh my. So yes, so, and a nat 21 to the DM. Magnus, really throwing me the nat 21?
Nope, Magnus threw it nat 1. You have nothing.
Oh,
now.
nat 1. Oh, sorry. All right.
He took it away.
Yep, he balanced out Blondie.
All right. So it is negated. So now I just have to roll normally.
And
So here's
Magnus
the thing.
answered my question.
3,
Thank you, sir.
3 salamanders face you this day. And then as I'm gonna give you 1 round, and then you're gonna get jumped. So basically you summoned me. Action cam. Marvius right here, he's like, hey guys, fellas, what's up? What's the news? Hey, look, I got some little gems for you. And he throws out that crystal thing that Plant, you did give him the crystal thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they look at it, and at first you think, sweet, totally worked. And then they just go, nah. And you're like, what? Because they know something you don't, which is that there's actually a bunch more of them behind you. So, this is that moment where we roll initiative. Rolling initiative.
Ooh, that's an 18. So that gets me a 20 initiative.
All right. That is a.
Let's just say, thank God I just jumped my AC up, a whole bunch of points.
What are you up to now, Tommy?
17.
Nice.
Oh, nice. All right, so Traylon, you got a 18?
A 20. I rolled an
20.
18.
All right, I'm gonna put you there. Argrax, you're there. Point, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
All right. Wow. Okay. So that literally just beats them with a 15. So we'll go like that, right across. Traylon, Argrax, Puent. Oh, Marvius, of course. Let's throw some Marvius. Marvius is last. So
What did
actually
Marvius get?
I got a 10 for Marvius.
I'm last.
Oh, what did you get total?
9.
Oh, 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you got higher. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the big screen. Boop. Boop. And we'll go that way. And that way, we got you last there. Bam, bam, bam. And we're going to take out the boop. All right. Now, how do we know who we are, where we are? This is Nat 21. And yeah, you got some monsters to face here, right? Yeah. So, my friends, go for it.
XP.
Traylon, 3 very angry-looking young salamanders who look at your paltry offering and then bristle. And you see their fins like open up on their backs and heat pours out of it. You're like, whoa, you can actually feel it from there.
Okay. I'm going to place a bonfire right in between the 2 on the left.
A bonfire, you say?
Yeah. So it's what's the size of it? 5 foot cube.
5 foot cube.
I'll stick it right on the one there at the front left.
A fire.
Yeah.
Fire against fire things. Oh,
Right
and
there.
Traylon, your little one just gave you a nat 1.
Well, Thankfully, this does not have an attack. It's just woof. It's on.
Right. You will use that nat one when you need to roll next, though.
Yeah, that's going to happen here eventually, but not now because that was my action, and my bonus action is going to be to turn into the archer.
Okay. Is that where you wanted it?
Well, on the one to the left. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We're just going to set the bonfire on him.
All right.
Uh,
He just sees he's covered in fire, and he's like, "Yeah!" As flames shoot out of his ears, and he says, "Thank you, strange one." Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I was hoping he was going to make a dex save and take some fire damage.
Yeah, that's not what salamanders do. They just they love fire. So so yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move up to that said salamander.
All right. Which now has a bonfire in front of him, or on him.
Point, you have advantage with the hammer. Courtesy of ale cake.
Thank you, because I rolled a 4 on the red metal die,
No.
and then with the advantage,
Woohoo!
Yes.
with
No.
that warhammer, and at this point I have not pulled out the shield, so I'm using it with both hands.
Nice. Now you do have to if a salamander creature that touches salamander hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet takes some fire damage. Wow, there's no save on that. All right, so how about that? I did not know that. All right, but you critted on that guy. So wham! You just wham him in the chest. It is a warhammer, so it is D, and you're using both hands, so that is 2d4 instead of
No, it's D10.
Oh, D10. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was the old warhammer. Oh, the old warhammer. Thank you, Ale Cake, for that advantage to Puent.
That also means the salamander is stunned also.
Oh, yes, he is. After he had just was like, yeah, and then he's like, oh.
So that is 28 points of damage.
All right. Seriously? I dropped my other pen again. Okay, 28 points. All right. He just literally stares at you, wham, and is just and you see him actually go backwards. He does everything that he just did a moment ago in reverse. But he definitely takes that damage and keeps it. But so he is now sliding backwards in time. So he unbuffs himself. Meanwhile, the fire is still moving forward. Weird. It's kind of bizarre. It's like, did not see that coming. All right, and bonus action, you're hanging on.
I am going to hang on for the moment.
All right. You do take 4 damage from the heat. Traylon, is there a damage from being next to the bonfire?
Only in the bonfire.
Okay. So being next to the bonfire, you are actually taking heat damage from the salamander itself. There is no save. You haven't drunk your potions yet. So 4 damage from the heat. All right. Argrax.
They go first.
Oh, that's right. They go first. All right. So he's backwards. They're kind of like, what is going on? And then their movement is 30 feet. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, there. He's well within. And he's going to go over there. All right. He's got his range. No, he's got his multi-attack spear. All right. So he swings his. Oh, geez, that's not good. It's only that's only a 20, unnatural 20.
That will hit though.
All right. 2d6 plus weird. Wow, I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the d6. So that's 3 plus 4, 7 damage. And that is from... And then heat. And actually... Oh, wait. All right. So Blondie just threw down an auto success for the Dungeon Master. We got another attack coming. So 4 more damage from heat. And let's see, where are we at? Oh. Argrax, you are getting attacked as well. Hey. Oh, auto success from Blondie. So I'm going to use that auto success. That's going to be a 2 and a 2. So 4 plus 4, 8 damage from, and heat damage as well.
And you're hitting against a 17 now.
Right.
Not my palsy little 12 anymore.
Total of 10 damage. A hot spear slicing through you, burning your skin, and then 3 damage just from radiant heat.
Ouch. 10.
Marvius goes. Wait, what did you get? 10? Argrax? All right, so you and Marvius actually go at the same time.
I'm 9 initiative.
Oh, Marvius got a 10.
I was saying my damage.
Oh, gotcha. Nice. Marvius pulls out a small, what looks like a rock, and throws it at this guy right here, and it hits him. Let me see. I already used my roll, natural roll, and then I already used my auto success. So
actually, hold up real quick. I took damage. I'm a warlock.
Oh. Yep.
I'm making a reaction.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to use a slot now. So, all right. So you point your finger to creature's den surrounded by hellish flames. Must make a dex saving throw of a 15.
All right. That's a fail.
All right, let me find that. So it's 12 fire, but I'm assuming that they have some sort of modifier against fire damage.
Yeah, they do. Yep. He's like, oh. The thing where you're like, oh my god, I'm hurt. Oh, that was weird. All right. I'm cool, everybody. Don't worry. I'm cool. All right. So, all right. So Marvius, he throws what appears to be a rock. It hits this guy right here, and I failed his save, and he gets covered in a layer of ice and freezes. I will turn him around just to note that. All right. And that's everyone.
No, Argrex still has to.
Argrex actually has a turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that was
Congrats.
my actual turn. All right, and all right.
But you
And
have
I have an advantage
advantage.
from Screaming Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit because I want to get melee range safety from that thing.
All right. That is an act that will provoke.
Yeah, you step back. You leave the 5-foot range. That will give him an attack of opportunity.
All right, fine. I'll just cast my Eldritch Blast
Eldritch Blast
from 5
Do
feet.
it.
All right, and as a level 5 warlock, I have 2 beams. I'm going to target both beams on him because he is a huge threat right now. All right, so rolling for a beam 1 with the advantage. 11 plus 7, so 18.
Oh, that'll hit.
And then for beam number 2 is an 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay, so just the one beam.
But one of those had advantage, right?
How far away from me is he, Paolo?
Which one?
Argrex.
He is 20 feet.
He's within range. He gets a +1.
Ah. Right,
Blood has been spilt.
he's actually 25 feet away. I hate to say.
Is it 20 or 24? I can never remember.
It's a 20-foot radius. And he's on the 25th foot square. So it's like that line right there is 20 feet. I hate to say.
So if you take a step forward, you can be in feeding frenzy mode.
But it's only a +1. So, but it has to be melee. So
That's right.
as
All
any
right.
good priest of Josus knows, getting into the melee.
All right,
feeding frenzy.
so we need.
Blood has been spilled.
All right, and the damage, as now I actually get to do an additional. So let's see, we got D10 is 7 plus 4 because I have a bonus ability that increases my Eldritch Blast. So 11 force.
All right.
I think it's force. Yep, 11 force damage.
The Eldritch Blast hits him. Wham! Oh, and Johnny Twitch is throwing +5 on that damage.
+5 to the damage, or could that +5 be to my second?
+5 needed damage to hit even young salamanders. Might TPK this whole party. And especially the 7 more that are coming up behind you. Yeah. So so right now those 2 guys are stunned. They cannot move. This guy is going backwards in time right now. This guy is frozen. And that one is just took Eldritch Blast to the face. We're back. Let's see. Everybody give me a perception check. Woo!
Yeah. 11.
21.
Oh, nice. Okay.
8.
Puent, as the melee starts, you can feel your battle senses growing, and you definitely know that there are enemy units coming up behind you, faux sure.
Behind ye, lads! Behind ye!
And you're like, yeah, like you could feel it. The swirl, the blood is right there. And there we go. All right, so yeah, they're definitely coming up behind you. Trellin.
Quick question.
Yes.
That perception check that Trellin had to make, would that have burned his net 1 because they're supposed to be used on the next roll,
Oh, yes.
which will help us in the long run using your rules because they cannot be saved.
Tricky.
Appreciate it, Agrax.
Tricky. Yes, you absolutely don't know anything, which might give you a small disadvantage.
Yeah, I got no idea.
To anything happening behind you, but because you did roll that crit 1, or you were given by the gods a natural 1 to notice anything. You just didn't.
His daughter, the god.
Right. And as far as you knew, Pwent is yelling, something encouraging about Jawzus and not warning you about anything. Everything's fine.
Trello's still trying to figure out why fire's not work against fire creatures.
We're all good here. How are you? All right.
Got any battle brew? This is nothing.
All right. Well, let me. I'm familiar with fighting with Plant, so I'm going to move a few squares closer to him, and I'm going to go ahead and towards Plant.
Oh, all right.
Just 2 squares close. Yeah, just to get in the vicinity, so I'm getting some bonus from him. And I'm going to just let that bonfire go because I've now realized it's absolutely useless.
Mm-hmm.
I was remembering that salamanders resisted fire and not that they were completely immune.
Now, to get the bonuses that Priest of Jawzus offers, you have to be in melee.
In melee, yeah. And I'm not going to be in melee for the moment, but I want to be in the vicinity. But let's go ahead and let's guiding bolt. I'm going to actually guiding bolt the one in front of Argrax, so that we can free him up to get over here and help.
All right.
And so guiding bolt is a 13.
I wish it was that simple.
14.
A 14. Because they are young ones, I am not giving them their full armor class, so it just hits.
Well,
I like the last comment in the group chat there. I wish it was that simple. Or at least get them drunk enough to make it easier to deal with them.
So that will be 15 radiant damage. And it's going to give advantage.
All right. Oh, that is nice. Well, he just having smashed him with the Eldritch Blast, pushing him back. Wham! You nail him sideways with radiant power as it slams him against the volcanic wall. Wham! He drops his spear. Dink, dink, dink. Right. And there you go. Is that all?
I get my so I just moved. I did the radiant, and I get my bonus attack with my archer. Which that's a little higher. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And that'll be 10 more radiant damage.
Oh man. You rip this guy open. He falls to the ground now, having dropped his spear already. He seems down for the count. It's yeah, sure. As far as you can tell,
I felt a little easy.
With that one perception, you're just like you're not sure of anything, really, honestly.
Not really sure of anything.
All right, Pwent. The heat of battle, and I mean the heat of battle, is upon you. But one of them is frozen over. As you're watching, though, the ice froze over his body, but you can see inside the heat of him is pulling through, melting that ice. He will not be frozen for long.
I'm going to deal with the one that I already stunned. And
all right.
Be able to put him down this round.
Give it a shot.
So that's going to be 19
Nice.
for 14 points of damage.
Ooh, how much?
14.
Dang. And wait, how much did you do the first round? It was
28.
28. Yeah, okay. That's what I was pretty sure. I was like, I had it written down. I was like, did he really do 28 points?
No, I'm sorry. It's 12 this round. I got my numbers just. So it's 28 the first round, and then it's.
That's okay, because that's a total of 40 on these young salamanders. And although you don't crit, blang, you just clop him just right under the chin as just when he like you see him like moving backwards in his own space-time continuum, and then like he shakes out of it and he looks around, and then you're just like, sorry, nope, Kong.
And then I'm going to use my War Priest bonus action to be able to make another weapon attack.
All right, he is down.
Yes, but I have the one next to me.
You sure do.
Did you do it again?
Not
I'm the red
21
guy.
for the win. No, he's stunned again.
So that is 26 points of damage.
All right. Bang! You slam him sideways, and he. He freezes up again. Like the ice that had melted freezes again over him as he like gets knocked sideways and then like pulled back into his original form where he was, and then he freezes back up.
So I'm going to say this: with the way these dice are rolling, Paolo, when you see Onsa, tell her I said thank you, because she's the one who picked these out from the box.
Well, let's see what happens when you face the other 7. So, don't thank me yet. All right, but yes, you clobber him. Yeah, it's and the most strangest thing you see is him moving backwards through time, right back in, and then just freezing over again as he was almost unfrozen. Yeah. All right. Argrax.
It's other. He's frozen, so he doesn't have his turn. But our marvelous
right.
companion has a go before me.
Yes, he goes. Wow, I've never seen that before. And then
You're going to have wheat.
and he, well, I mean, he would have thrown in. He's like, huh, all right. Well, I guess we're good then. Because also he failed his perception check, and he also doesn't know that there's a bunch of salamanders coming up behind him. So he just kind of, that was weird. Did you guys see that? That was kind of crazy. All right. That's what he does. All right, Argrax, now you can go.
All right. Well, since that thing still has to get finished off, we're going to Eldritch Blast it.
All right.
So,
you also don't know that anyone's behind you.
no.
Not gonna end well. Like
2 beams. A 3 and a 4, so a 10 and an 11.
that is not gonna do it.
Even with the thing stunned.
Really, pretty much what happens is that Marvius gets in the way, and you're like, "Son of a, don't!" Like, you end up having to shoot around him. Not pretty. Womp womp. Right. So that's when you get stabbed in the back. It was that moment that you realized that there were some other creatures coming up behind you that you hadn't realized were there. Oh, that's not good. But now your armor class is what?
17.
Okay, good. You only get stabbed one time. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, Jesus. All right. You suddenly feel the heat behind you as your back starts to burn. You take 7 heat damage, but you just took 14 damage from being stabbed in the back with a spear. I hate to say.
7 and 14. Oh. Ooh, that's 21. Ouch. This is not good.
I'll say.
This is not good.
I don't have enough miniatures. Yeah. And these guys are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I might need to borrow some extra potions.
Are you still standing?
For a moment.
Well, 2 of them tried to attack you. And here comes Mab. 2 of them tried to
Yay,
attack you.
Mab.
One of them stabbed you so well that the other one missed you. You're like, arg! And then the other spear goes right by your head. Like, come on, you made me miss. Dang it. That's when you realize there are several of them behind you. What would you like to do, Traylon? It's at this point that you realize that, there's a bunch of them behind you. Because you blasted the guy on the side. So now you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh. Ew. Oh, that looks like that hurt, Grax. Here. I cast my healing spirit right next to him.
All right.
So that's going to create, you remember Mab's little healing unicorn? Basically the same thing.
Ah, yes.
So,
What kind of spirit do you have?
This one's like a little elk kind of thing,
Oh,
but like a little one, like a mini elk.
mini elk. Let me see. What do I have? Anything that's a mini elk? No.
No. Okay. All right. So a beast you have.
I have this basilisk.
You have a basilisk. Okay, that's a little big for a creature.
Oh wait, I do have this horse.
A horse. Okay, a little horse. Okay, that'll work.
By the way, that is a actual 25 millimeter scale horse, which is to say that it is dwarved by the 28 millimeter scale everybody else. So I just wanted to tell you that. Anyway, but that's old school. Some old school. You need a dick. Everyone needs a dick. That's a tiny little deer. So don't you fear. Those game raiders. That's right.
So just with Agrax being in within 5 feet of it, he gets to heal 3 points this turn.
All right.
And I can do that. I can heal him 4 more times. Not on this turn. And I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that closest one to him.
All right.
And I got a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
That I hope so, but for only 6 damage.
That's
6 radiant.
All right. Boop. 6 damage it is. All right. Ping. All
Plus 5.
Oh,
I'll give you plus 5.
That's an 11. That's a little bit better. All right. That's worth writing down. All right. And anything else?
Oh, and then another plus 5 for Pat.
That's all.
With points.
Oh, there you go. All right. That would be a 16. We're moving up in the world. All right. She's like, oh, that was a pretty good hit. Oh, wait, it got better. You're like, and it rips through him. Yeah, he's not liking that at all. All right. Puent.
I am just going to attack the one closest to me.
All right.
Still frozen.
Oh, yeah. Frozen and stunned. He once again moves.
That is a 16.
16. That does hit.
Nope. And advantage.
No advantage. Let's see what we got. If you crit again, I'll laugh my ass off.
Then start laughing.
No way. This guy's not having a good time. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're gonna kill him, but that's just fun.
Yeah, because that is.
Is it more than 6?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is 24.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you hit him again because you critted. You're pretty. I mean, like, this thing is magic all the time. This thing rocks. There is literally nothing wrong with this hammer ever. Bam! You hit him, and he just floats in space, like in this weird, like he's kind of dead, but he's like it looks like he's moving in slow motion, moving forward and backwards, and again freezing over for the third time. Slow motion. All right. All right. So I'll just put him on the side there. There are a bunch of people behind you, as you well know. And what would you like to do? That is the dagger cloud. I don't know if I hope it's not too tiny to see, but it's the cutest little dagger cloud ever.
Yep, there's Map's Pink Mist
That's right.
as an emote.
Can you see the smiley face on that pink mist? Anyway, let's not get distracted. All right, so you... I can love it. Pink mist. Yes, I put up a bunch of new emojis there. Check them out. All right, so...
And then as a bonus action,
yeah,
I'm going to use Healing Word on myself.
okay. Probably smart.
And that gives me 6 points back.
All right. Oh, can you see the smiley face on me? Aw. Nice. All right, 6 points back. Argrax.
It's Marvelous's
Oh,
turn first.
He looks back and he's like, oh, hell no. It's like, fellas, if we want to get to the center, I say we run. And he starts taking off this way. He got 60 feet of movement. He's got the dash. He is using it. He's like, yeah, no, yeah, no. And he just spent it.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, I just got an idea.
I got a good idea.
Yeah, because it's my turn, and it actually works just in line with what our trend is doing. And it is something that I have done once before to stop an encounter. I don't have a cool wand handy. Actually, I have a thing. I pull out my wand of coral.
Oh, yes.
It worked perfectly to stop an encounter with that beast that flattened
Right.
Aguilar.
Right.
So, And yes, Mab, in order to use it, I have to go coral.
Very well. So I guess you're gonna just try to block off the passageway.
Yes.
I will use one of my patented homemade brass walls. Goom. Now the two that are right there are gonna get a save to see if they are gonna try to jump forward. Yeah, they're gonna try to jump forward. So dexterity, athletics. No, it would be acrobatics check. So let's see. Wow. No, their dex +2. That is not gonna really make it. They basically try to leap forward, which means they fail. Which means they are stuck in the coral. They're gonna take some damage. That's some serious damage. Several D10s worth, honestly. But of course, I can't roll for shit. So they don't die. They are stuck in the coral. Ouch! Oh, that is the worst. But the rest of them are behind it. You can hear them trying to smash into it, but they are clearly on the other side. Well done there. Well done there. What would you like to do now?
Let's see. Does this break the initiative?
I mean, it essentially ends the combat unless you'd really like to, for some reason, attack the helpless people in the coral. But they're not.
No. So that ends my turn. Do I get another heal off of Traylin's thing now?
Right?
Well, I can move it up to 60 feet on my turn, so either way, yes.
Okay, yes.
And then you can actually move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yes. Let's. All right. Yep. It's time for us to start moving.
All right. That will actually end the combat as the one that is here still moving backwards, frozen in time and frozen for real, and then falls to the ground, moving forward again in time and unfreezing, but dead. Thump.
And Argrax, Magnus gave you both of his +5s to heal damage.
Oh, all right, there you go.
Oh,
Bam.
wow. So you're going to get 16 healing off of this round then.
Whew. All right.
Grand.
And I got 3 little heals left on that thing before it runs out. So if anybody needs a little more while we're running away.
Yeah,
Right.
keep it up because I could use it.
Yeah. I'm at 26 of 38 now, so that helped.
Oh, then give it
All
to
right.
him because I have a little bit more.
26 or 38. Well, I'll pop you for another 4 and 2.
All right. Well, aside from having to find a new way back, which of course I just want to point out for archaeological standpoint, walking through a lava cave and finding a wall of coral is really gonna mess with people's day. They're just gonna be like, "How did this get here? I don't know." Blah blah blah, and they're gonna shout out, "Coral!" But that's beside the point. That's for another time. That's just cut scene to like 2 pathomancers standing there going, huh, coral, and their little hats. All right,
I
so,
love that wand. That wand is amazing.
So you blast it, you run, you catch up with Marivis, who has no idea what you've done, and as far as he knows, you're still being chased down. I mean, he did kind of wait for you a little bit, but I mean, he's not gonna wait for you forever. He kind of slows down. He's like, this way, guys, this way. And he's like, why aren't you running?
Oh, don't worry, Marvius. I took care of all of them.
You did? You just
Yes.
you just took care of them?
Yes. With a single move, those 7 salamanders are not going to be chasing after us right now.
Wow, you're more powerful than I thought. Fantastic.
Left it vague on purpose. And it's
Yeah.
still true.
He gives you a fist bump. Argrax, the Dragonborn. Nice. Slayer of salamanders. You're not just making this up, are you?
They are not coming after us. I can guarantee you that.
He pauses for a second. I guess they're not. All right, let's keep going. Dun, 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 dun. Well done there. There we go. That was the encounter and the raid. Well played. Now they are not totally dead, so they might find another way around. They live here, so I'm just saying. Don't just anyway.
But
Don't
it
get
doesn't
too-
have to be 7 of them at that point.
Don't get too relaxed. Yeah. Well, there's 2 less of them now. So, and Puent, the ever critter. We just call that hammer the ever crit. So, too good. Too good. All right. You do in fact make it to the center. This tunnel leads to a gigantic pit straight down. Now you are a few hundred feet from the top of the you can see that center open hole where the Dragonborn wizards have built some kind of crazy staircase that just kind of ends. Like you could just walk down this staircase and then you just down into the lava pit. Just like, that's crazy. Who would do that? Why would you do that? You have no idea why. There are several other tunnels, higher, lower, and way down below. Of course, the heat of molten lava blasting you. You are actually going to have to take those potions now because you can't literally hold your hands over the side without eventually burning them off. It's as Rev Tommy, that is a sexy mic, Rev Tommy, but and look at that move. As Rev Tommy knows, a glass furnace is only a few thousand degrees, and this is a few thousand more. So it's really hot. Would you like to drink your potions?
Very much so.
All right. So just marking the time. Tick. All right. So potions drunk. You are unmolested. Marvius is like, all right, I got you here. What are you doing?
We got to get this little thing on a chain down into the deep center of that.
You know there's fairies down there, right?
Yeah, there's a bribe in there for them.
Yes, we have a jump for the lava fairies.
That's smart. That's good. Yeah, because I was going to tell you, those fairies, they don't, I was going to say they don't mess around, but they do. They joke around, like in a deadly way. So yeah, don't okay. So you need like the heart of the lava, huh? Okay.
Yep, we need the heart of the lava because it's for our contact back in Magecroft. He's building a flying float for the band that's supporting the Rambles out of based off of the balcony of some flying castle.
I believe you. I want to believe you. You know what? I'm gonna believe you. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
And I had to do it because I had it to throw spoilers in for someone in the chat.
yes. I like how you worked it all in. I was like, not like you haven't been watching every show.
Of course, and now she knows, but she can't really act on that information yet because that information hasn't been put out for Kazu to know.
All right, so that's right. Oh, Mab, like what a way to find out. Like, all right, so you lower the chain down. Who is lowering the chain?
This is my reward.
Well, just before we try anything, what's going to be like, why don't we test and see if it stretches?
Oh, yeah, it does. You're like, huh, how about that? Yeah. Interesting.
It's like Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah. I mean, just, it's like when you put your hands together like this and you pull on it, it's like more chains, more links just appear. If you just have one hand on it, it doesn't. But when you put two together and it's like, you're like, huh, it's like a magic trick. Well, it's magic. What can I say? So who's actually going to drop it down? We got this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have the longest reach in terms of arms.
He's got the longest reach in terms of arm. Well, I don't know, because how tall is the furball?
7'6".
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
I think he's bigger than Argrax.
That's even in 25 millimeter scale.
Yeah. I'm skinnier than Ardrax, but I'm big.
And you were helping.
Yeah. So out of the two of you, who's got the better dexterity?
Probably
14.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
He's probably got the better
we'll
aim,
let
but that
Crowlin do the
archer
lowering.
ability and whatnot, I do magic.
I have no dexterity bonus whatsoever. I'm not at a minus, but I don't have any bonus.
Yeah, my specialty is this. Let me post this in the chat. Bam.
Does magic. Well, wait, you can't just say that and hang on.
There we go.
I mean, come on, Dungeon Master. You're supposed to be ready with these things.
I know, ready for anything. I
Yeah,
know.
but
As Dungeon Master, I should be ready for all of these things. All right,
he
so
does nature magic.
that's true.
Wait, yeah, there we go. You do arcane magic. I do divine magic.
Different kinds of magic, man. Everybody's got their magic.
Great, you're going through and saying it's different. Thanks, Fallow, because now it's a kind of magic going through my head.
All right. So who is pulling the chain down?
Crowlin is.
I'll pull the chain down.
All right, so there you stand on the edge of this ledge, and it is far. I mean, it's more than 100 feet, and you're like, huh, all right. The chain just doesn't seem to give up, and you've got the bribe inside the little clay pot on the end of the chain, and you're like, okay. It goes into the lava. It sits there for a second. Oh my god, sits there for a second. And like the lava obviously is like it's thicker than water, so it just kind of like boop, kind of sits there for a moment, and you kind of let that chain weigh on it, and it starts to just go in. Now you can tell it's still there. It hasn't burst into flames. It hasn't disintegrated. The chain hasn't melted. Magically, it is still together somehow. And you're like, okay. You You could keep pulling it, lengthening the chain, or
Yeah, I'll just keep sending it down there until maybe something will tug or I'll feel something. I don't know.
all right.
I was told it was pretty far down in there.
Yep. Well, you just kind of all right. Just kind of letting it go for a little while, and eventually you feel a gentle tug. Tink tink. Which, by the way, I was like, okay, so I roll for myself to see like who's gonna show up. Is it them? Is it the fairies first, or is there something else that's gonna mess with you guys, or whatever? Right. So like it could just be we're just gonna go straight. I rolled a 21, so just saying, a gentle tug, ding ding,
Gentle tug.
Mm-hmm.
I motioned back to Agrax. I was like, "You mind holding on to me for a second, just in case?" And
I will. Yep.
And once I feel him get a hold of me there, I'll give it just a gentle tug back, just a little. Ding, ding.
Okay, there's definitely resistance on there, and it pulls back down a little bit, but not trying to like yoink you in or anything, but it just.
When I see that, I latch on to Argrax as more leverage.
Okay. Of course, Argrax is like, you're covered in spikes. Like, oh, sure. Now you want to hug. But like, all right. Whatever. Give me a give me a dexterity check.
Ooh, that's only going to be a 12.
Okay. You can't really tell what's happening. They're definitely holding on to the thing. You're like, you don't really know, but you give it a little bit of time. Some time has gone by. Perhaps they've let go. You're not sure yet.
I'm going to speak fairly loud down towards the lava there and say, the offering is for you if we can have a lava heart. In Sylvan.
Ah, nice. All right. There's 2 more gentle tugs. Dink, dink.
One tug if you agree.
I speak Sylvan as well, so I understand what's happening.
All right. 1 tug.
One tug.
Thank God for that dice roll.
Slowly and gently start pulling it back.
I crit 21 on the red metal die. And as you're pulling it up, of course it can't be that easy. You get it, you get it up out of the lava, and it's you can see like flames shooting out of the side. It's red hot, and you're like, and so as you pull the chain up, it actually shrinks on the top. So you're not, it just seems to kind of like disappear as you like pull it back up, and from a ledge above you, and there's kind of a little path down from that ledge to where you are standing. You see 2 salamanders with corals jabbed through them, and a whole bunch of salamanders behind them. And they look at you, and they see Argrax, and they go, him! And they go, okay. And a wall of spears are lobbed at you. Now, Kralin, you're standing there. If you won't get a dex bonus if you continue to pull up the chain and stand there. You will get a dex bonus if you say run, but maybe that might upset this whole whole action. So, what would you like to do? You do have a choice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put myself in between the oncomers
Yeah.
and Trowin.
I'm gonna turn and hand the chain to Puent and go, good luck.
Ah! Puent, what do you do? All right. And all right, so basically you're gonna get your dexterity. Puent, you don't have a dexterity, or do you?
I have no dexterity bonus.
Right. Okay. So it's just armor anyway. All right. What's your armor class?
Since I don't have the shield on, I believe it's 18.
Oh, great. All right. Now a bunch of them are throwing them at Argrax. So you've got 17, right?
Yeah, Argrax is 17.
Yep. Wow. Well, okay. One manages to hit of the 5 that came towards you. Fortunately, no heat damage on those. And I rolled a 3. But they do have a bonus, so that's +2. So 5 as one spear slams into you. Went no dexterity bonus, but a bunch of crap. One spear literally doesn't even come near anybody. It just goes right into the volcano. Just meow. All right, and what were your arm class? 16?
18. 18.
18 for Puent.
I know. I'm only a 16.
That's a shame. Despite your dexterity, 3 spears hit you.
Ow.
Let's see if I can. Nope, you're not suffering the same good luck that I just rolled. Okay, 2 2s, 2 5s, and 2 more 5s. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot.
That is 25 damage.
Yes, I am deep in the red. Deep in the red.
Yeah, you might want to drink up that potion.
Yeah, I got 6 hit points.
Right. And even though those weapons are hot, they are heated metal. However, your potions save you that you just recently took. And you feel the resistance. You're like, oh, I think that would have hurt more. And Sally, are you throwing 5 more damage on Trallin? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh my goodness.
We're facing up against 5 salamanders, and we need more than 2 people to do that.
You're facing a whole, like, that's 5 salamanders each. So are you -5ing the damage? Let us know what you're doing, Sally. This is life or death.
Yeah, chaos is well and good, but we don't want to die. You know?
Yes,
Okay.
she is.
-5ing to the damage. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
That's a little better. I'm still
in the red, though.
all right. What's the plan?
Getting
I guess
this
we're gonna do
thing
some
up and
initiative?
running.
Brent, you are cranking as fast as you can. I'll give you an athletics check in a second. Argrax.
It's gonna do it again.
Coro! All right, and all right, let's see. You get like 3 shots a day, right, or something like that. It's like,
I don't know. You never properly identified it for me.
yes, I know, because I like to keep you guessing.
I've had the thing long enough. I should know exactly what it does.
Coral shoots out of the wand, forming mostly like a web. Not a full wall like you had last time, but it does do a number on covering them up. Yeah, and they all failed. Holy crap! All the ones in the front failed their save to get past it as you shot it towards them, and are stuck now in this wall of coral that is mostly, but not entirely, it covers up the entire thing from side to side. The cavern is taller than the wall, so it is possible for them to get over that wall. It's possible. You can't really see them as they are higher up than you are. Quent, give me an athletics check. Let's see how fast you are handling this.
22.
Yeah, all right. You're under fire, but you're like, you got this. You just concentrate on the task at hand, and it's mostly there. Well, gee, they're all behind that, so they're gonna try to start bashing it. Wow, but one good roll out of 5. So that was crap. Nobody crit failed, but that would have been funny. So they're bashing at it, trying to break it, but they are nowhere near. One of them you see tries to get on top and is like, the one that actually has the coral in him still, looking around, but they're still on the far side of the wall. Traylon, what do you do?
How far away are they?
I mean, they're a good 50, 60 feet.
50, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that would be so much fun. As much as I really feel like I need to reach down and grab that healing potion, I'm going to pull my metal staff off my back. I'm going to point the end of it up at them, and I'm going to push that middle button.
Oh, yeah.
Cloud of static.
Nice.
60-foot range. So for a minute, they are now basically in an electrical equivalent of a cloud of daggers.
Nice. Blam, 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 blam. Ah! Yeah. Good times. Good times. That's going to mess them up. All right. So you hear the screams, the yells of salamanders who are not immune to electricity.
Yeah, that's 14 damage.
All right. And Ardrax.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, and then I'm going to step out of the way, like
All right.
into a corner down the hall.
You can see the one that is trying to climb over the wall, is trying to get away from the static charge. You can Eldritch Blast him away.
Yes. 2 beams straight to him.
All right.
That's going to be a 16 plus 7 and then a 14.
Oh, that hits.
All right. And then it is going to be... right. 13 plus 9 damage.
All right. He fails his save with a 2 to not get knocked off the back wall. As he falls back, he falls into the cloud of static, and fails his save again. So you hear ah, and then ah, blap 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 blap.
Yeah. That's 22 force from me.
Yeah. All right, Puent. All you have to do is not crit fail.
14, so we're good.
Yeah. All right. So you get it up and you're like, oh, that would you're like even with the resistance potion flowing through you, you're like, well, that's hot. That's like ridiculously hot. Like, oh yeah, it is red hot, this chamber. Somehow staying together and heavier than rock should be. Just the weight of magic in it is just, you're like, oh man, that's pretty cool. Well, it's hot, but you know what I mean. All right. So
we can put it in one of our bag of holdings to lighten our load.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, this would blow that up.
Yeah. That would be a bag of smoking. And yeah. Yeah. All right. So Marvius is like, can we go?
Quickest exit and stage erect the fuck now.
All right. He's like, I'm pretty sure this way. And you guys run back the way you came mostly. He's like, who put this wall of coral here? Oh, crap. Goes down another side path. Let me just give him a survival check to make sure.
Isn't there holes in that wall of coral now because those two salamanders
that's
broke
true.
out? So we should be able to slip right through that hole.
There are holes. Yes. Actually, what happened is that they actually went around the other way. They didn't go through that. They went backwards.
Yeah, but there were
the only holes are the guys that were stuck in it, and they broke out. But yeah, so it could take you just a minute, but yeah, no worries. You can absolutely get through.
All we need is another 21 on the hammer to make them large enough for us all to pass through.
Oh yeah. All right, so you run back through. Marvius does not fail his survival check. He knows these caves pretty darn well. You run out of there as fast as you can. You end up actually passing by a lair of a certain human. He's got a little flag. It's like a wizard, and he's like really relaxed. He's got a little balcony. He's reading the newspaper.
Do we hear baby dragons?
Oh yes. He's like, hey y'all, it's
Hi Romulus. As we continue running.
That's me. All right.
We love your Sunday show.
That's right.
And I'm just popping good berries while we're running.
Yeah. All right. You escape the depths of the fire of the lava pit. You have on the end of the chain now. Your potion wears out, but through gloves, lots of fabric, and holding the chain away from your body as far as you can. The chain actually, because it's so resistant to fire anyway, does not transfer heat through the metal, which is a good thing because you would not be able to hold it at all. But it's still hot, still plenty hot. So you still got gloves, some fabric wrapped around it.
At this point, I will take it from Puent because I'll use my trident and I'll kind of rig up like a hobo stick.
Yeah,
I can do the
to
same
carry
thing.
over my shoulder because I have my trident, so I can
I have my magical
link.
trident as well.
Oh, well, there you go. Everybody got trident. All right.
Traylon don't have a trident yet.
Are you gonna take an Uber back, or you could just boat? I mean, either way.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll call for the Uber Hawk again because it's nice and quick for our flight back.
Thank you, Johnny Twitch, for using the crit. But I think we've actually managed to get these guys back into the city of Magmount onto an Uber, which the guy charges you extra for the danger heat thing. He's like, you're gonna have to hold that off to the side and back so that the wings don't hit it. Just thank you. And do not throw up on my Uber Hawk. And flavor trident. Nice, Sally. You always have the best comments. All right. So you make it back to Magecroft. You make it to Ned Bluetongue, and there's Milo working on this balcony as part of a hovercraft sort of float. A float that floats for once. And he's got this gigantic, it looks like a furnace. It looks like a steam engine. Not that you know what a steam engine is, but it has all these crazy parts. And he's like, back so soon. Fantastic. Just I'll do it. Well, you know what? Actually, you've got it. If you could just put it right in the center of that, what basically a furnace, and just tip it over a little bit. Just let it out, and then I'll just pull that out there.
Yep. Come on, Point. Just let it go.
And Johnny, why don't you give that crit to so he doesn't mess this up?
Yeah, because Point probably would.
All right. So Point crits, placing the heart of the lava into the furnace.
Get it in there, and sure enough, you are stunned for just a moment as you hold that trident in, put it in. You're like, oh, okay, dodge that little piece. Okay, you place it down, and with the tip of the trident, you push over that. You flip the lid off, and you push over the container, and sure enough, it looks like a lava heart, and it pulses, and it's incredibly hot. And you pull the pot out and slam shut the little door, and a moment later, as you're standing there, you see some steam come out, and you see the whole thing rise off the ground just a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mila's, it works! Ha ha! I did it! You did it! We did it! Ha 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 ha! And he bounces around, he jumps up on top, and the deck kind of wiggles and moves a little bit. It's not entirely stable, but pretty good. And with that, Ned Bluetongue, he's like, come to my shop. I've got potions and drinks. Come on, let's celebrate. And he brings you over to his shop. Actually takes you up to his balcony, and which does not float, but it's still pretty cool. And you have some drinks, and he congratulates you over and over again. A couple other friends show up, and it turns into a whole party. And that's where we're going to leave it off tonight with our adventure of our grand Patreon saints, who now have some knowledge, which, of course, actually now Mab does too. Kitty was here for just a little while, but she has no idea what's going to happen. And as they help the other players in their quests. So thank you, everybody, for watching. We are going to do, hopefully what we're going to do is a couple more Grand Patreon Saints. We are backlogged a few games. I believe 3 more. July, August, right? September, yeah. And it's about to be October. So, so we have a few games to run for you all. They're going to run side by side. Probably Thursday night might be the best night for everybody. There might be a Monday night as well. We'll find out. We're going to schedule these up, and we'll let you know on the Nat 21 board as well as on our Discord. So check us out on Discord. Again, everybody, there is no Gothic horror game tonight. We're sorry that our Gloom Master Tommy has fallen ill. We don't know yet exactly, so he's okay though, but he's just pretty bad. So bad enough to not do a show tonight. So let's hope he gets better soon. So that'll be our weekend. Argrax, or Reverend Tommy, is going to be at the Pennsylvania Fair doing glass blowing, working in that heat. He can tell you all about it. As a moderator, he needs to know things like glass blowing. And I'll be at the Maryland Fair for 2 more weekends, and then both Rev Tommy and myself actually heading down to the TRF, Renaissance Festival. And,
with Kitty.
With Kitty even. So there's a whole bunch of us. Went. Thanks for joining us and having a great time. And Trolling, of course. We're what else? What do we got? Well, we got shows. Next show is Sunday. That's going to be the Savage Moon. This is going to be a one-off with a different crew for a one-shot adventure with Mike Nistel as our dungeon master. And then we've got all of our shows. Check our schedule out. They're all right there, my friends. Have a great night. And remember, once again, this is Nat 21 Adventures. When a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat 21. Good night, everybody. As he presses the button.